Okay, guys, so now here's your time to practice finding and using those signal words for sequence. So we are on page 20, so you're just going to turn the page in your packet, okay? And what we're going to do first is we're going to read just part of this passage, okay? And our title is called Adventures of the Growing Nation, okay? And this is about some explorers called Lewis and Clark. Okay, so let's read this and then we're going to practice down here. In 1803, the size of the United States doubled when the government persuaded the French to sell more than 828,000 square miles of land west of the Mississippi River. President Thomas Jefferson had asked Meriwether Lewis and William Clark to explore the mostly unknown area. Lewis and Clark began to prepare for the journey. First, they had a large boat built to take the men down the Ohio River. Then they built a base camp near St. Louis and spent the winter of 1803 there. Finally, on May the 14th, 1804, Lewis and Clark and about 50 men began their famous trip into the new territory. So I want you to pause the video and I want you to circle any of those signal words that you saw when we were reading the story. All right, so you should have circled first, then, and finally. So again, those are our signal words that help us understand the order in which things happen. So it says the passenger uses time dates to show the order of events. You'll need to match the date to the event to answer these questions. Okay, so it says look for the dates and signal words in the passage to help you answer the question. 2 events are shown in the chart below. Fill in the blank for the third box. So let's read these 2 and then I want you to pause the video and you're going to fill in this one. First, Lewis and Clark built a large boat to take them down the Ohio River. Next, they spent the winter near St. Louis. Finally, on blank, Lewis and Clark began their exploration of the new area. So go ahead and pause your video and write down what you think you should write down right here. Okay, you should have written right here. It says, finally, on May 14th, 1804. So we're going to write that on May 14, 1804. Lewis and Clark began their exploration. By placing the events in time order, you can see how and when things in history happened. So let's fill in this blank. Lewis and Clark started their journey on what? May 14th, 1804. Okay? All right, now you're going to do this last part by yourself. Okay? You are going to continue. We're on page 21 now. Okay, so I just flipped the page. You're going to read the rest of this story about Lewis and Clark. And then I want you to look at this one right here. You do not have to do this. Okay? You're answering this question by yourself. So you're going to read this and you're going to pick either A, B, C, or D. And here are some helpful hints that will help you finish that question for me. When you're done, you're going to take a picture of this and upload it onto your Canvas assignment. All right, guys, we're going to see you tomorrow and do another sequence video.